A few years ago, I realized something embarrassing. I wasn't looking for a side hustle. I was looking for a way to avoid doing the same boring tasks over and over again. Every day felt identical. Copy information, send emails, update spreadsheets, repeat. It wasn't difficult work, it was repetitive work. And repetitive work has a strange effect on people. Eventually, you start wondering, there has to be a better way to do this. That question accidentally led me to what might be the most overlooked AI side hustle in 2026. And the funny part? The people best suited for it aren't necessarily the hardest workers. They're the people who hate wasting time. The difference between lazy and efficient. Let's clear something up. When I say lazy, I don't mean sitting on a couch waiting for money to appear. The internet has already produced enough fake passive income fantasies. I mean something different. Imagine two people. Person A manually completes the same task every day for a year. Person B spends one afternoon building a system that completes the task automatically. Who's lazy? Most people would say person B. Businesses would call person B efficient. And businesses pay extremely well for efficiency. The moment everything clicked. A friend of mine runs a small property management company. Nothing huge, just a few employees managing rental properties. One afternoon, he showed me something frustrating. Every new inquiry went through the same process. Someone submitted a form. A team member copied information into a spreadsheet. Someone else sent a follow-up email. Another employee updated records. It wasn't difficult. It was repetitive. The entire workflow took around 10 to 15 minutes per inquiry. That doesn't sound terrible, until you realize they handled dozens of inquiries every week. Hours were disappearing into work nobody actually wanted to do. The 3-hour experiment, out of curiosity, I spent a Saturday afternoon building a simple workflow. Nothing fancy. The first version took around 3 hours. A form submission automatically entered the database. The lead was categorized. A follow-up email was generated. A task was assigned. That's it. No revolutionary AI breakthrough. No Silicon Valley magic. Just a simple system. The following week, something interesting happened. The team barely touched the process. The workflow handled most of it automatically. The result before the system. Employees spent several hours every week managing inquiries. After the system, most of the repetitive work disappeared. The business responded faster. Leads received quicker follow-ups. The staff focused on higher-value work. The owner wasn't excited because AI was involved. He was excited because his team got time back. That's an important lesson. Businesses don't buy AI. They buy time. The side hustle nobody talks about. Most people use AI to create content. AI videos, AI blogs, AI social posts. There's nothing wrong with that, but everyone is moving in that direction. The opportunity I'm talking about is different. It's helping businesses eliminate repetitive work, not replacing employees, not building robots, just removing unnecessary friction. And almost every business has friction. Weimmer's opportunity is growing. 5 years ago, most business owners weren't thinking about AI. Today they are. The problem is they don't know what to do with it. They've heard about ChatGPT, they've heard about automation, they've heard about AI agents, but many still don't know how those tools connect to real business problems. That's where opportunity appears. Not in creating the technology, in implementing it. The tool question. This is where people often get distracted. What tool should I learn? The better question is, what problem am I solving? Different problems require different tools. For research, I often prefer Perplexity because it provides current sources and citations. For longer documents, Claude is excellent because it handles large amounts of information exceptionally well. For automation workflows, N8N is one of my favorites because it's flexible and affordable. Each tool serves a purpose. The goal isn't collecting software, the goal is creating outcomes. Why businesses actually pay. Let's go back to the property management example. The workflow took roughly 3 hours to build. It saved several hours every week. Think about that. 3 hours invested once. Hours saved every single week afterward. From a business perspective, the economics are obvious. If a system saves dozens of hours every month, paying someone a few $100s to build it becomes an easy decision. That's why this works. Not because AI is exciting, because the math makes sense. The big mistake most people make. Most beginners spend months learning tools, watching tutorials, taking courses, comparing software. Meanwhile, they never solve an actual problem. The fastest path isn't becoming an AI expert, it's becoming useful. Find one repetitive task, solve it, then solve another. Businesses rarely care how much technology you know. They care whether their life becomes easier. Why this is the lazy side hustle? The irony is that the most successful operators often think like lazy people, not because they avoid work, because they hate unnecessary work. They constantly ask, why am I doing this manually? Can this be automated? Can this happen faster? Those questions create leverage, and leverage creates opportunity. That's why the side hustle works. You're not getting paid to work harder. You're getting paid to help other people stop wasting time. Everyone thinks a side hustle has to involve endless hours of work, but the smartest AI businesses in 2026 are built around systems, not hustle. Instead of chasing trends or creating content all day, you can use AI to automate tasks that businesses already pay for, like content creation, lead generation, email outreach, and workflow automation. Once the system is set up, it can serve multiple clients with very little extra effort, turning a few hours of work into recurring monthly income. It's not lazy because it requires no work. It's lazy because you let AI handle the repetitive tasks while you focus on delivering results. In the full video, I'll show you exactly how this overlooked AI side hustle works and how you can build it from scratch. The lazy AI side hustle isn't really about being lazy. It's about recognizing that repetitive work is everywhere, and businesses are willing to pay surprisingly well to eliminate it. While most people chase trends, create content, and compete for attention, a smaller group is quietly building systems that save businesses time every single day. And that's why I think this opportunity remains so overlooked. Because it doesn't look exciting, it doesn't go viral, and it doesn't make flashy promises. It just solves problems. And in business, the people who solve problems consistently tend to do very well. Because businesses don't pay for AI, they pay for outcomes, and outcomes never go out of style.